Yo, what is poppin', everybody? Dom Ritchie here, back on the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel, and today I'm covering, well, the deck I'm known for, sadly, and that is Raging Bolt EX. Now, this is just after Baltimore Regionals, which, if you're not living under a rock, Raging Bolt may or may not have flopped a lot at that event. Now, if you did listen to me going into the event, I did say not to play the deck. So, if you listen to me, good for you. If you didn't, and you played Raging Bolt, that's probably unfortunate for you. Now, Raging Bolt going into next format is a lot better than it currently is right now. And the reason for that is, well, just one very, very simple card. And it's the reason a lot of decks get a lot better, and that is Briar. Now, Briar's really cool because it reads, you can use this card only if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining. During this turn, if your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by your Terra Pokemon, take 1 extra prize card. And it's like, yeah, that's really cool. It's useful in a lot of decks. But Raging Bolt's not even a Terra Pokemon, so how's that useful? Well, one of Raging Bolt's worst matchups is that Charizard EX matchup, just because later in the game they can go Radzard, where we're then on either having to KO Radiant Charizard for 1 prize, which doesn't get us the game, because they can just play as a single prize board state. However, we can attack with this Teal Mask Ogerpon Terra type, and take 2 prize cards and win the game. It also means that earlier in the game, if we decide to take a 1 prize knockout real early, and we go to 5 and then 3, and they kill us with a Charizard, and that puts them to 2, we can then utilize Ogerpon for a 3 prize turn. Now, why Raging Bolt can utilize Briar really well is simply because we only have 1 single prize Pokemon, and that is that Radiant Greninja here. Now, for our opponents KOing Radiant Greninja, they're probably just falling behind in the game anyways, so we're probably winning that game. And other than that, like, we cut Sandy Shocks just because, well, we just don't need it anymore, right? Briar takes the spot that Sandy Shocks had, as Sandy Shocks was kind of there to mitigate that Charizard matchup where we could take that first prize card with Sandy Shocks, and that would kind of help us out in the game. Now, the list is pretty straightforward, right? We're running 3 Trekking Shoe, 3 Energy Retrieval, 4 Nest Ball, 4 Catcher, because I still think 4 Catcher is really great, especially after Gardevoir does win Baltimore Regional. We're back on Prime Catcher, 4 Pokegear, 2 Pokestop, a Boss's Orders, 4 Earthen Vessel, 4 Soda. I'm back on 2 Ultra Ball. I think Ultra Ball is probably pretty cool going into this event. And then, lastly, we do have Judge over Iono, and the reason we're going for that is because I just think Judge is better into the metagame. Stuff like Charizard, if I judge them early in the game, maybe they're going to brick, right? Because Charizard's game plan is they don't want to throw down Rotom. They don't want to throw down those 2 prizes early in the game. So if we judge them, maybe they just don't have a way to get anything, right? So that's kind of that game plan here. And we're still on the standard 6 Grass, 3 Lightning, 3 Fighting. Other than that, the deck stays relatively the same. So let's hop into some games. We'll see how it functions, and I'll catch you guys in 1 second. Alrighty. So we're going to start by calling the coin flip. We're going to call Tails. Tails never fails. And let's see. Hopefully we can get Tails. We do get heads, unfortunately. A lot of decks do want to go first right now, though. So maybe we're going to see our opponent choose first, and then we get to go second. As Raging Bull, you always want to go second, essentially. Just like we're trying to go fast, take a knockout early in the game. So going second is really, really great. Gives us that ability to donk. Gives us that ability to KO a 2 prize or turn 1. And our opponent did choose to go first. So that does look good for us, and this hand is pretty solid as well. Now, obviously, we're going to start that Raging Bull, and the reason we're going to do that is, well, it's our attacker, right? So we do have, okay, we are playing against Gardevoir, which is going to be, maybe this is Gardevoir. They're playing 4 SER, I'm assuming. I don't even know. Now, what is I don't even remember what I'm saying. I'm just trying to think about what I'm playing against right now. Now, this hand is really, really solid, okay? We either have guaranteed Professor Sodas, just from, like, Squawkabilly, Find the Soda, whatever. Just because we have Teal Mask, Attach, and then we can attach for turn to Raging Bolt, Squawk and seize away our other energy, and then if we find a Soda's Vitality, we have guaranteed attack. It's looking really, really solid for us. These 2 Pokegear in our hand, normally they'd be pretty good. Right now, they're actually not the best, though, simply just because we're probably Squawk and seizing this hand away, so we really don't want to be finding a Professor Soda's Vitality. So they do find another basic, so we do get to have more of a game than just potentially hitting a donk. So we are playing against Goldango. That does make more sense, okay? Yeah, so they're going to grab 2 Gimmighoul here. I think that's fine. They already have a Gimmighoul in hand, too, so they're going to get 3 This is actually a poor matchup for Raging Bolt, believe it or not. And the reason for that is like they can set up a single prize board state right here and win. And initially this was really bad because like right here, if I take a single prize knockout, they just return with a 2-prizer. However, this is another matchup where our MVP Briar comes in and it is probably going to actually save us this game. So here we're going to go Teal Dance, attach this Grass Energy, which is going to help us draw, going to help us get some stuff in the discard pile. Here we're going to play our Pokestop. We're going to attach a Fighting Energy to Raging Bolt. We're going to rip the Pokestop. Why not? Let's see what we can get. Okay, that's a very, very good Pokestop for us here. So let's go Nest Ball. With that Nest Ball, we are just going to go deck check really quick. We have all 4 Soda and our Briar. It's looking like we prized an Energy Retrieval. It's looking like we prized a Pokemon Catcher. We didn't prize a Stop. We did prize an Earthen Vessel, or not a Stop. We didn't prize an Ultra Ball. We did prize an Earthen Vessel. We did prize a Nest Ball. And then we did prize a Grass Energy. That's all. Like, none of those are really bad, like horrible prizing. We also prized Rad Ninja, so that's also fine. So here we're going to grab another Raging Bolt. We could have grabbed another Ogerpon, which probably would have been fine, just drawn us more cards. However, I think in the current state we're in, we're probably just going to rip a Squawkensies anyways. I don't really think there's any better targets than this Ralts, so there's no point in ripping the Pokemon Catcher. So here we're just going to go discard some energy. We do find that Earthen Vessel and Energy Retrieval, Night Stretcher, Prime Catcher. All these are really, really great. And then Earthen Vessel. I actually don't know if there's anything we really want to discard to use this Earthen Vessel right now, though. Because, like, we'll go Soda first. I think that just makes the most sense here. And normally you want to thin before you Soda. But the reason we didn't do that is, like, every card in our hand was a key card for in the game. Right? So we don't want to have to use that Professor Soda, or we don't want to have to use that Earthen Vessel, discard an important card, because it's just, it might not be great later. We might not have that important card, right? And we could draw more with this Earthen Vessel, but I actually think we're fine here to just go Bellowing Thunder, discard this 1 Grass Energy off of this Raging Bolt, and that is going to be a knockout, as this as this Ralts does only have 70 HP. So there is that knockout. Bye-bye, Ralts. Let's take our prize card here. Now, Gholdengo is another deck that is rising up in popularity a little bit. Just, I don't know, people like Gholdengo. I've never seen this variant before, but this is a matchup that Briar definitely could be very, very cool into. So let's see how it plays out. Maybe we find that late game Briar. We will have to get a lot of energy on a Teal Mask Ogerpon. However, I think it's probably doable, right? Well, maybe not. Maybe we need like 7 energy on Ogerpon, and that's just probably not happening at all. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that might just not happen. So maybe this is still just a poor matchup. Unless they have a 2-prizer we can potentially knock out. Maybe they're going to attack with like a Guardy EX. I don't really see that being a possibility though. But let's see what they make happen. There's an Ultra Ball, so they are going to get a Gholdengo EX. They're going to discard Gallade. So Buddy Catch Gallade in this deck could be pretty cool. There's a Gholdengo. Now, obviously here they want a coin bonus, draw some cards, hit something. They're just going to draw 2 here. They still have not hit the Pokestop. No energy in the discard pile either. They've got to find like Earthen Vessels or something here. There's a Lady. That's very good. Oh my goodness. That is a very, very good card to draw. Just Lady like searching for 4 energy in Gholdengo. That's an easy 200 damage. And if they already had an energy in hand, that's an easy 250, which is a knockout. They're going to rip a Pokestop here. SER, Buddy Poffin, neither of those are an energy, and they discard the Kirlia. Are they going to go Buddy Poffin to thin? They are. I'm assuming it's just going to be... Don't know why Manaphy came down. Not honestly sure at all, but that's okay. They're just going to go Make It Rain. Do they have all 5, though, or is there only 4? 4 would be actually huge. Just 4 energies here. It's unfortunate for them, but they have to do it, right? And here, I think, is where we're probably just going to take a lead that our opponent just cannot get over here, because we're going to go Teal Dance here, draw a card. There's that Briar. Now, Briar we can't play yet. We can't take any extra prize cards yet. And we do have Trekking Shoes. So let's play our Trekking Shoes. Another Raging Bolt. Honestly, we don't really need it. We're going to draw other cards, see what we can get. There's that Fighting Energy, a great card to discard with Earthen Vessel. Collect some more energies. That seems fine. Go Teal Dance here. Get that Grass Energy. And now sometimes you want to be holding stuff such as our Earthen Vessels for later in the game. Where like a lot of people will tell you, oh, always thin, always thin, always thin, whatever. I actually like to hold stuff like Earthen Vessels occasionally because, all right, let's say our opponent plays a Judge or an Iono. It's something our deck is very susceptible to. So when they do that, if we have a way that we can just prevent ourselves from being absolutely bodied by that, why would we not do that, right? So here we're going to go Professor Sada's Vitality. Throw that Fighting Energy on this benched Raging Bolt here, as we're going to predict that this active Raging Bolt is going to die. And then here, we have this Grass Energy we could attach. We don't really need to right now. We only need 4 energy to KO Gimmighoul. We've got lots of cards. Right, so I think we're just going to go swing those 4 energies. We're going to go 1, 2, then we're going to go 3 and 4. And that is a knockout on this Gholdengo EX, putting us down to 3 prize cards. There's that. We're going to take 2 prize cards off of that Gholdengo. There's Energy Retrieval Greninja. Now, we did know both of those were prized. And what's great about this deck, right, is we play so many 4-ofs. And, like, we're either playing 4-ofs or 1-ofs, right? So knowing what we prized is genuinely super, super easy. They're going to go Refinement here. Let's see if they find a way that they can... Well, they're probably going to knock out this Raging Bolt. I'd assume so. The fact that they're attaching energy makes me really think they've got a Gholdengo already. If they don't, why would they go ahead and attach that? There's Berry to draw 3 cards. We probably would have liked to see that before the energy attachment. Just because, like, if they don't find the Gholdengo, they just wasted an energy here. Okay, there's the Ultra Ball to find the Gholdengo, but then they don't really have too big of a hand still. They're going to discard Cypher Maniac. There's that Gholdengo EX. I'm actually not sure I like the Curly Engine in this deck. I feel like it just makes it a little bit too clunky. I just don't think you need it, right? I think Rad Ninja Palkia is just better. And right, like, that deck has stood the test of time. Not the test of time. Like, it's been good since Gholdengo came out in, what is that, Paradox Rift, I want to say? Yeah. So there's that SCR to get 4 energy. They are going to be taking a knockout on Raging Bolt. Now, they do only have to discard 1 energy, which is unfortunate, but it means we know they have a ton of energies in their hand. And that's okay here. What we can also do is get this Raging Bolt down. Then next turn, we can Night Stretcher. They're just going to discard 1 energy. We've got Night Stretcher plus Pal Pad, so the odds we're finding a supporter are really, really good. So let's push this Raging Bolt. Pokemon Catcher, not really useful here. Greninja, also not really useful. So let's go Ultra Ball. We're going to Ultra Ball away Greninja, and then we're also going to Ultra Ball away this Pokemon Catcher. As I said earlier, neither of these are really that useful right now. Fez seems fine to grab. But we're actually just going to grab this Raging Bolt EX. And then we are going to bench it here. Now we are going to keep Night Stretcher. Let's go Pal Pad first. We're going to Pal Pad in Double Sada. And then from here, we're just going to go and we are going to Teal Dance, start drawing some cards. As a general rule, you always want to draw before using stuff like a Pokegear. And that's why now we don't need to play that Pokegear, right? We can just go Professor Sada's Vitality, attach a Lightning, attach a Fighting, draw 3 cards. There we go. Now we can go Energy Retrieval. Let's grab back 2 of these Grass Energy. Teal Dance a couple more times. And just like that, this game is already starting to spiral. And that's really what's great as Raging Bolt, right? Like, we're functioning, right? Our deck is, we're doing stupid amounts of damage right now. Right now, we could do 560 damage. And, like, we've still got Attach for turn. We've still, like, we can still Trekking Shoe. Like, we'll take another Sada, sure. Let's get 3 off drawing cards, right? There's 1 Sada in deck, 11 cards. I actually don't think there's anything else we need to do here. We are going to attach to this Raging Bolt. Then we are going to go Bellowing Thunder. 1, 2, and then we are just going to go 3, and then we will go with that 4th energy right here. And then no matter what, our opponent is not taking 4 prize cards this turn. We've got Professor Sada's Vitality. We've got Energy Retrievals in our hand. We're just winning this game. We've also got a powered up Teal'c Ogerpon EX. So even if our opponent hits us with something like, I don't know, like an Iono or something, if we find like Fez is still in our deck too, right? We've got 11 cards. We're seeing 2 cards guaranteed. If one of them is a Fezandipiti, that's great. We've got Pokemon Catcher. We've still got Boss's Orders. Like, I don't think there's any situation we can possibly lose this game here. Like, even if we just go into Boss's Orders, we just Boss's Orders at Manaphy and KO it with Teal'c Ogerpon EX, and GG. Not sure our opponent sees that yet, but you know what? It is what it is. They're trying to play the game. They're trying to have fun. Get it down to 2 prizes. I can't blame them. It's best to always play it out. Because for all they know, I don't have it in hand. They're going to go Refinement, draw a couple more cards, get rid of that Capturing Aroma, 10 cards in deck. Right? And yeah, like this deck, like Raging Bolt just feels really, really strong, especially into a meta that isn't dominated too much by single prizers. And stage 2 decks are getting more popular, and like Dragapult in particular is a very good deck next format, or not next format, like this format. I guess I'm more used to like being IRL right now, but like Dragapult is very good in Stellar Crown, and Raging Bolt absolutely bodies Dragapult. Drago is still pretty good. Raging Bolt bodies Drago. Zard can lose to Raging Bolt pretty easily too. Like, there's just no better time to be playing Raging Bolt than right now. And here our opponent, it looks like they're going to rip a Pokestop, find a switch. I doubt that's what they wanted, but that's okay. And then let's see what else they can make happen here. Are they going to be able to take a knockout? We'll have to wait and see. It looks like they are going to, I'm not sure, maybe they got 5. Taking a little bit to make our decision. That's okay sometimes. 250. They do have the 5 energies here. Let's go into this Raging Bolt EX. Then we just go Night Stretcher for game. Right, so here we're just going to go Night Stretcher, this Lightning Energy here. Attach it and then swing for game. And that is going to be the game for Raging Bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 350 damage, right? And that's kind of the power of Raging Bolt, is like we can just string and string and string knockouts. There was never a point where we didn't have every single thing we needed, right? I hope you guys liked this video. If you want more Raging Bolt gameplay, we do go live on the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel all the time. I don't know how often we play Raging Bolt, but probably a good amount because it's very, very good coming into the Stellar Crown format. But until next time, peace out and have a great one, guys.
Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.